What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. About to go get some waves. Already got the sunblock on because it is bright. The sun is strong out right now. And I've been in Dallas in the US for the past 6 months, living up there. I got family there, training, focusing on other things, but it is great to be back. So we're gonna go get some waves. It's a very nice day out, so I'm sure it's gonna be a good time. We're surfing the Round Tail 6'3", shaped by Resin 8 here locally. Pretty cool. And some fun ones out there. Now we're giving the quad a quick wash. And now we're into town to run a couple of errands. I'm looking for a box to organize, store some stuff in my room. I have a few of them and they work great. It's the black and yellow boxes, so I'm here at this. They call this shop the Chinese shop because it's a bunch of, all the products here are imported from China and they're pretty cheap, but they got some good stuff in here. Some stuff is not the best quality, not the best quality made, but you can find, certain things are good to get here. There are you. So these are what we're looking for, but these ones are in use. Somewhere, nope, more ones in use. But yeah, they got nearly everything in here. Toys, food, clothes, bags, shoes. I mean, hardware stuff. You can find almost just about everything in this store for a pretty cheap price. You could live on it. Pretty much everything you need you can find in here. It may not be the best quality, but you know, it is something. Boom, this is what we're looking for. One of those, one of these. Secured! The boxes have been secured. So just did a little side mission. I was driving by the Issei, they are the provider for the internet and phone plans, or one of them. And I've been on a prepaid phone plan where I have to go and add minutes and stuff for the longest time. And I finally got my cedula, which looks like this, which is my basically residency card for Costa Rica, which allows me to live here and not have to leave every 3 months and run a visa run, which is clutch. But I switched my phone plan over to a proper phone plan instead of a prepaid. So this way I just have to pay a monthly thing, and because it's my first phone plan and I have no history here in Costa Rica, I have to start off with the cheapest plan because I have no history for whatever reason. So it's like $20 a month, and I get 5 gigs of internet, and what else I get? Oh, I get 10 gigs of internet, 150 minutes of calls, and then after 6 months, then I can upgrade to the higher plans. For whatever reason. There's some things are very different in Costa Rica compared to the US, some things to do with plans, paying things, and I mean, it's not whether it's good or bad, it's just sometimes very different ways of going about things, and you just kind of, you get used to it. To me, it's funny because all this stuff, things being different here was totally normal because I grew up here, and then when I went and spent time in Dallas and lived in the US, then I kind of got used to that way of things. Oh, I'm gonna turn the truck on because it's getting hot in here. But something cool that I've figured out that I've been doing is I have a phone number in the US, and I have unlimited minutes there, and I have it set up on an international phone plan. So since I go to the US, you know, a little bit every year, and then when I'm here, I'm able to use the unlimited internet. So I just use my unlimited US phone plan for internet here, and that's clutch because 10 gigs, you can go through 10 gigs really quickly if you're out doing calls or downloading videos or loading and streaming stuff. So that's been something I've been doing. And something so nice is that I can have, now being able to have multiple numbers on one phone. I have my US number and my Costa Rican number on one phone. I have both of them running data, so I can have it so my phone switches between whichever one has better signal. Or I usually just use the US number because that one has unlimited, and then if that one's not working, then I'll switch it to the Costa Rican number. Boom. And one more thing is I kind of feel this video is more of an ideal day, because not every day am I gonna be this busy, like getting this much stuff done in a day. And a lot of this stuff is, you know, I don't have to do this every day. So because sometimes you'll see a day in the life and it'll be the most perfect day. So I almost want to I feel like I would call this not a day in the life, but more of an ideal day in the life. You know, you could strive for every day to be as productive as today. And I mean, it's only 9:40. We still got more stuff to do. So let's get going. Time to make a quick ATM stop. Pick up a few colones. I'll show you what the money out here looks like. I have 0 cash colones on me because I been in the US for the past 6 months, and we're back here. So let me grab those. Honestly, the money here is way better than the money in the States. It's plat. Let me grab it. Let me get it first, and then I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, we are back from the ATM. Let me show you this. So this right here is. Here we use colones. This is about $10. But check this out. This bill, look how cool this is. It has a monkey. We got a white-faced monkey on the bill. It's all plasticky. So if you go surfing, swimming, your stuff gets wet, these are waterproof. You just shake them off, dry them off, and they're good to go. Unlike paper dollars that like to absorb water and stay wet. And so these, you know, you can I'll sometimes maybe have $10 in my pocket to go surfing, to get a coconut afterwards, or ceviche, or get something. So superior currency, definitely. But what's cool is most places here do accept dollars and colones, but you gotta have a little bit of cash. In the States, you get used to everywhere accepting card or Apple Pay and stuff. But here, sometimes there's vendors and people who only accept cash. So it's nice to have a little bit of cash on you in case you need it. Because here it's not fully digital yet. It's kind of nice having some physical money to use. Some coins. The coins are also much bigger though. It's big. All right. Next stop would be the grocery store. And for any of you that remember, I used to be a pescatarian for the longest time ever. My whole life, actually. And then last year, I began eating meat and chicken. I slowly introduced it, and now I eat full, full omnivore diet. And I've gained probably 15 pounds of, hopefully mostly muscle, since last year. And I think that definitely played a part in it. It's just much easier to get protein in. It's possible on other diets, and I'm not recommending, I have nothing against whatever diet anybody wants to do, but I think trying different diets and seeing what works best for you. And I feel great, and I've gotten stronger in my training, and yeah, I mean, I feel good. But it's also, I also think that you can be healthy or unhealthy on any diet. You could be full vegan and be unhealthy because you're eating really heavily processed foods and eating lots and lots of seed oils and, high sugar and things that aren't that good for you. Whereas you could also eat meat and be unhealthy, eating mostly fast food, mostly really processed stuff. So the way I try to keep it, most of my stuff is not too processed, as you will see after the store. Okay, enough rambling on. Let's get moving. Boom, we got the coconuts. We got the fruits. So we're on the way back, and we're on a little part of the road where we can see the waves, which is honestly such a cool thing. It's you don't really surf out here. It's more of just a spot for swimming around, and there's some tide pools. But we can see the conditions. We can see, let's see, the conditions are looking pretty good still. I mean, it's about 12, and there is still some, it is actually glassy. The conditions actually look really good. So I'm thinking go home, put the food away, grab the board, and get a couple more waves. Yeah, that sounds like a play. Back to the dirt roads. Some of the road is paved, but a good bit of it is still dirt roads. Dusty, hasn't rained in a while. All the plants are covered in dust. Quick rundown of what we got. Coconuts. We got a bunch of frozen ribeyes. We got oranges, apples, pineapple, some papayas and mangoes, some lettuce, and some bananas. Nice and simple, easy to go. I don't really eat breakfast, and then I just kind of snack on fruits, and sometimes I'll have lunch, and then mainly I just eat a big dinner. That's basically how I've been doing it. I don't really feel the need to eat a big meal first thing in the morning. I'll sometimes, lately I've been making an iced coffee a couple hours after waking up, to not having a coffee right away, but just a little bit later, kind of get that little extra boost of energy and feels like focus or something. And then I'll just kind of snack on some fruit, sometimes eat some lunch or something, but then I like just having a big dinner and eating most of the food later in the day. If I eat too much earlier, it feels so heavy. I don't feel like working out. I feel like weighed down from doing stuff. And so that's kind of how I've been doing it. I'm not doing the full 1 meal a day, which my dad, he has been doing and having good results with that. But for me, at the moment, this is kind of how I'm doing it. And then main thing is also just making an effort to drink more water than you think, whether that's water, coconuts. And I know it's tempting when you go to the store, wanting to go for those sodas or the sugary drinks and stuff, and I'll have those occasionally, but most of the time water. And then when I'm here, we're able to get these fire coconuts. So yeah, I'm gonna chug a coconut, grab the board, and go get some waves. These coconuts already have the husk peeled off, so all I do is take the knife and whack the bottom part in a circular motion around here. Get the crack going. Pop that in there, and boom. And boom, that right there is how you do it. Come on, let's see it. Good girl. There we go. got some good ones. Tried to launch 1 or 2 airs. It's kind of hard to tell. Like, I don't really know if I actually left a wave or if I just felt like I left a wave, but felt cool, and I guess we'll see how it looks on camera. But yeah, on with the day. Time to go refuel. Woo. It is now dinner time, so I got 2 ribeye steaks, which I'm going to be throwing on the barbecue. I'm just keeping it simple. Pink Himalayan salt, pepper, olive oil, garlic powder. First going to dry these down a bit with some napkins. And then if we zoom over here, we got some beans and some sushi rice, because sushi rice is the way. Cooking up. Nice and simple. Heating the grill up. And of course we have this one ready for the scraps. It's time to throw it on. So I am definitely no professional. I have barely been eating meat a year, and I've probably only in the past 6 months did I like buy my own and then start learning to cook it. So we're gonna throw that on there and throw that on there. Just flip them over. Looking good, I think. Hopefully not getting too cooked. Might be getting too cooked. This is the final form of dinner. Rice, beans, and a bunch of ribeye. Tastes good to me. That's a wrap for dinner. That's probably over 100 grams of protein in there between those 2 ribeyes and everything all together. So pretty solid, pretty solid. Anyways, I've decided that I'm bringing the quotes back to the end of the videos. So today's quote is, "Your health is your wealth." So my takeaway from this is that there's many different types of wealth, and you want to acquire all of them. You know, of course you want to have money because you need that to survive, to live in this world, to have different types of life experiences, to buy the things you want, to do the things you want. So of course that's important. But your health it's a different type of wealth, but it's just as, if not more important, because without it, you know, having money doesn't do anything. And I just try to always remember this is, you know, as long as I'm the majority of the time, let's say 80-90% of the time, making the healthier, better choices for my health, then I have some leeway that I can, you know, I can eat some junk food. I occasionally have fast food. I occasionally have, you know, soda and chips and drinks and stuff like that. But, you know, all in moderation, and it's not most of the time, and it's not, you know, every single day all the time. And I think a good takeaway from that is, and just also remember, is like, let's say for example, if you're not happy with maybe your body composition, then just remember that when you're going throughout your day, you know, you get presented with these choices all the time. You go to a restaurant and you can choose between getting a soda or a drink that has a bunch of sugar and isn't going to be the best for you, or you can just go for water. And you know, it's if you're in the habit of always going for the soda, it takes self-control and it's like a daily self-control and challenge to like get yourself to make the healthier, better choices. And I even, you know, and I grew up by eating fairly healthy, and when I'm in the States, I mean, I gotta constantly make an effort. Every time, every restaurant, every supermarket, everywhere, you know, it's just 70-80% of the options are, you know, not the healthiest of stuff, unfortunately. So it takes a lot of like effort from you, but it is worth it. So that's my takeaway from that. I'm not gonna ramble on too long. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. If you did, drop a like. And also, I've been posting a little bit more over on TikTok, just like some random little edits that I make. If I just think of something that I want to share, but it's not a full video, it's just like a little TikTok thing, then my TikTok is @tuamoy. So be sure to follow that. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.